Welcome back to the channel. Real quick, I'm gonna show you how to remove the upper intake manifold off a typical 3.6 liter. It could be on a minivan, could be on a Charger, could be on a Jeep Wrangler, could be on a Jeep Cherokee, could be on a number of Chrysler vehicles. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all how to remove the upper intake manifold. Now, reasons for removing this may vary. I mean, you might want to take the throttle body off and clean it and clean inside of it. You know, it might be a lot of carbon buildup inside of it. You might want it off for that. You may want to take the reseal the lower intake manifold gasket. You know, you got seals on the bottom and the top of that. Or you may want to replace the oil filter adapter housing for leaks or anything like that. But at any rate, I'm gonna show you how to get this out because this drives people crazy. Now, for one, you have I got these loose already for this demonstration, but you have 7 5/16 or either 8mm bolts holding the intake manifold on the lower intake manifold. But on this side here, this is where people get into trouble or they panic. It's a bracket back here. Let me turn this camera around so you can see. It's a bracket right here. It's got two 10mm bolts, one right there and one right here, and a 13/16 right here. This one is always the hardest to get out. Like I said, I already have it loose, so what you will have to do is take a wrench and break it loose and simply unscrew it. Now, you may not have to take it all the way out, but for this demonstration, I will take it all the way out. And simply get that. It was held on, well, it was this little wiring clip right here was on it. So take your big pry bar and move that out the way. And from there, you can just simply take the two 10mm bolts out the way. Okay. Now, same with the other side. There's a bracket on the other side of the manifold holding the manifold on, and it's held on by 10mm bolts, two of them. There's one right there, and you probably can't see the other one, but you will see it if you're looking on the car. So let's get those removed. Okay, now that's when you take you can use a high-speed drill for this procedure. Just simply remove, it's 7 of them. Remember, when removing pretty much anything, you want to start outwards and work your way inward, removing the bolts. Okay, so I got all of those out. Now, simply from there, just finagle, lift. Now, again, depends on if you taking the whole intake manifold off the car. For this purpose, I'm getting ready to do spark plugs, tune-up. So you don't really have to take all of this off. If that's the case, you will have to remove all of this to totally remove the intake manifold. But for this demonstration, I'm gonna leave all this on. Just simply pick up on the manifold. From there, you can lay it to the side. And there you have it. That's when you can gain access to the spark plugs on the bank 2. This is bank 2. So if the intake manifold is removed, you can gain access to bank 2. Do your spark plugs or do whatever you need to do, and you go from there. Let me give you a few tips on how to install this intake manifold back on the car. Okay, first of all, you're gonna run into some obstacles. I don't want you to break anything. So what I need you to do is, you see these bolts, they need to be in the upward position. So simply pull up on them and turn them counterclockwise so they will stay up. All of these, you would jam these up if you don't push these up. You will have a hard time getting it into place. So simply push these all the way up. All right, like that. So they will stay up during installation. All right, and then from there, these little pins right here go into the bracket. Guide those in first and simply set this down evenly. Okay. So you will not cock anything and break anything. So guide those in first. And as you can see right here, you should set right like that, flush with the lower intake manifold. All right, and from there, you tighten all your bolts up, put your nuts on this side, put the bracket back on this side, and that is the installation process. All right, so there you have it, man. Thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.